Okay, what up? Today is The Walking Dead, Season 7, Episode 4.
A little late on it.
It's called Service.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, it was like a 90-minute episode.
Yeah, it was extra long. It was pretty good, though. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, to anyone who knows the comics, it followed the comics.
Like 98%.
Yeah, 98%. The only thing was, like, no Daryl in the comics.
Yeah.
So, like, when we start off, it's pretty much Negan coming to the front door.
Tap, tap, tapping on the door.
Which is literally like the comics.
Exactly like the comics.
And there was a lot of, like, his,
mentality.
Yeah.
Like, you do start to see the real side of Negan, the real...
Where he's supposed to be like, fuckity, fuck.
Yeah, vulgar and...
Yeah.
Kind of polite, but at the same time rude, you know?
Yeah, it's like really backhanded.
You should be thanking me, sort
like,
of thing, yeah.
We could have, like, oh, there's a zombie there, and he could have, like, hurt one of you, but instead...
I see.
But instead, I took him out, right?
Yeah,
so,
sort of like that, like...
That's pretty much him.
Yeah, in a nutshell.
He's just, like, kind of like a borderline, like, he's an asshole.
Yeah, basically he's coming to get the supplies. There's some angle about, like, some missing guns, I guess.
Yeah, like, later on, after they've gone over, like, everything.
Everything, yeah.
So, like, the saviors come, and instead of taking, half of
everything.
Half of everything, it's what Negan
what
wants.
Negan decides his half.
Yeah, so pretty much that's Negan's, like, crew, like, we'll take whatever we want.
Yeah.
So, before the guns, they're like, well, you know what, you don't really have that much food, so I'm going to do you a favor.
And leave you the food.
Yeah, you better thank me that I'm leaving you the food.
Yeah.
Like, expecting, like, a thank you. And then it goes into the gun situation.
Where, there's 2 unaccounted for guns.
And then it's just like, well, if we
can't
find the guns...
Yeah, they're going to kill what's-her-name if they can't find the guns.
Yeah.
Because she did a bad job.
Which I do believe... It's been a little while since I've read that part of the comic, but I do believe that's pretty...
I'm pretty sure that's how it went down.
Maybe not
exactly.
Not the gun part, but even he's like, don't you see that you have, like, a fat chick guarding the food?
Yeah, a fat chick guarding the food. That's exactly out of the comic.
That was exactly.
There's also, like, I guess there's, like, they figure out the 2 missing guns.
It took a little while with the episode.
Meanwhile, there's Rosita is trying to recover Daryl's bike for Dwight.
So Dwight, in the very beginning, took their guns, poured out the water.
You got a limited time.
Sent them out to go get the bike. I don't know, he's just like, he wants to be Daryl. Or no, like...
Good.
He wants to be Daryl, like, through and through. Like.
Oh yeah, he wants to ride Daryl's bike and wear Daryl's clothes.
I know, it's just like...
It's a little weird that he's got this Daryl fetish.
I think it's because, like...
He sees probably a lot of himself in Daryl, I think, is what it's supposed to be or something.
And you see Daryl...
stubborn.
He's wearing, like, that A. I don't even know why it has an A on the back.
Oh, because he was, like, going to be, like, the team that goes and picks the zombies onto the pike or
yeah. He's wearing that shit, and then he's like, you do not talk to him.
Yeah, so...
like, he's the help.
They do try and argue to get Daryl back, basically.
Daryl, like, doesn't say a word, though.
Yeah.
I think, like, all you gotta do is just say, like, you're Negan.
Yeah,
and he just
won't. There's the angle with the bike, there's the missing guns, Negan's coming to get his food.
Well, anything they want.
Yeah, I guess anything he wants, not really just food.
There's Michonne. Michonne's gone out and, like, she's, like, done a little bit of...
practicing with snipers.
And that's kind of what Andrea was like in the comic.
Yeah.
So I think that's what they're trying to give her.
Yeah.
But she really sucks.
Yeah.
She can't hit squat.
Well, that's the point, is she's with the sword, not with guns. So.
Yeah, so, like, she can't hit fuck all.
Yeah.
She ends up hitting a deer.
Yeah.
And then she ends up taking it back to the Alexandria.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're kind of jumping ahead a bit. So Rick goes on a mad look for these guns, finds 2 guns in Spencer's house, but they weren't the guns that were...
No, those are the ones.
They weren't the ones on the list.
Yeah, those were the ones.
No, because at the end he says, I grabbed the 2 guns in your house just because there's 2 missing guns on that list. Like, there's still 2 unaccounted for guns.
No, those were the ones, but, like, he took them, like, a long time ago. And he ends up going over that. He's like, I didn't trust Rick. Those were the 2.
Okay, yeah. See, I caught that wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess, the guns are found.
And he's like, I'm not going to say...
He makes Michonne give up her rifle.
Rick's like, I'm not going to say anything about or I'm not gonna say anything to you about the food that you're hiding or the liquor that you're hiding.
Yeah.
Like, the guy is just kind of like...
skis ball. But anyways, so, like, it is sticking true to the comic pretty good.
It's
like,
pretty
in
surprising.
a sense, Rick in the comic kind of does that whole, like, I give up, what are we supposed to do? We're useless to the Saviors. Because I remember if you remember the comic, he has an ulterior motive. He's got an angle he's working, but he needs everybody to believe that this is the way it is now.
But in the comic, they allowed them to keep the guns, which kind of, like, ends up helping them further on. So you wonder, like, Rosita goes
out...
out...
That's for Hilltop or something. Yeah, Rosita...
finds, like, one gun.
One gun, goes nuts for, like, one gun, basically. And then she's pissed off at Spencer, as we were saying, had the 2 guns. And she's like, you saw what I did for one gun.
But this whole time, Rick's going, like, no one can have a gun. If they find a gun, they're probably going to
kill
somebody.
More of us, yeah.
So I figure it's going to screw them over down the line.
Yeah.
Of course.
The
next episode.
She wants Eugene to make her a bullet with the casing she finds.
That's pretty much true to the comic.
Yeah.
There. Like, they're introducing it differently, but that's true to the comic.
Yeah.
And then they showed, like, next time on The Walking Dead, and it's, like, all the Hilltop. Maggie's there, and it shows the one guy that's, like, the Hilltop leader being like you're supposed to save us. You know, it's just kind of starting, like, a big conflict.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of what happens in the comic, too. Remember? She ends up in charge by basically overthrowing that guy.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what his name is because he's pretty insubordinate in the comic.
Yeah, I don't even know now.
Yeah.
It's sticking so true to the comic that it's...
At this point now.
It's so surprising.
I'm surprised considering how much they've... Like,
6 seasons of, like...
I don't mind that they're doing this, though, because it's like you're following the comic, but you're changing it a little bit. Like, they did it with Preacher. They followed true to Preacher, but they changed it a little bit. Like, and you're allowed to do that.
Oh, yeah.
But it was the fact that it's like, okay, characters are dying that shouldn't be dying, and, like, you know, living that shouldn't be living.
It screwed up the whole...
Like, with the whole Judas still being alive is still a really bad angle I don't like.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, so then... end of the episode, Michonne goes back out. She's
on her shooting car.
She doesn't have the rifle, but she sees what I thought it was going to be what's his name coming back from
Jesus.
No, well yeah, maybe. I thought it was going to be somebody walking that way, right?
Yeah.
Or Morgan. I thought it was going to be Morgan.
Yeah.
It ends up they burned all the mattresses that they took.
Oh yeah, the mattresses they took, they burned them. Yeah.
Which is one thing the Saviors never did in the comic. The Saviors took it because they wanted it. They never took it just
to burn it.
Just to burn it.
Just to be dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're making them a lot more dickheady.
Just a little.
They really are.
Just a little.
Oh yeah, and then I guess at the end, the good old line where he makes Rick thank him for taking all the stuff, and then goes in right nice and close and just like, in case you were wondering, I just shoved my dick down your throat and you just thanked me. That is exactly like in the comic.
We could go and like pick out that exact frame.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I'm glad they stuck true with that.
I wish he'd just stop saying, I really need to shave. I really need to shave.
Yeah.
Like four episodes of I need to shave.
Yeah.
He's like, fucking shave then.
Yeah.
No, okay. So...
that's pretty much it, I'd say, for this week. It was a good episode.
This has been another...
Dissecting
the Dead.
I guess stay tuned for, I guess, next Monday. We should probably have another one.
We'll try to do it right on Monday.
Yeah, right on time.